All right, everybody, good morning and welcome to Big Time Ninja. We are here for our FINA qualifier, Ninja versus Ninja. 13U athletes about to take on the course. I'm Chris Ganji, and joining us from South Carolina, it's Ryan Stratus.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Looks like y'all having a snowy day out there in Chicago. It just snowed here a couple of days ago in Greenville for the first time in a few years. But things are heating up out there on the course from the looks of it. Got our first two athletes standing by here for the seeding round. We had some great races yesterday. Back ready for some more action here. Excited to see what the changes were.
All right, brother athletes, getting ready to rock here.
Yeah, it was really fun yesterday, man. We had some great side-by-side races. Came down to the wire a handful of times. If y'all are just joining us for the first time, the rule set here is athletes, first round, everybody's just trying to see where they will stack up in the tournament bracket. So, first race, just for the time overall. Not really trying to beat the other athlete over there, but trying to see where you stand against everybody for the seeding rounds.
First race coming up.
Who do we have leading the charge, Mr. DeGange?
Camille and Avery Tan.
All right, now. Ooh, one side on the far side. Short change the dismount, trying that risky move. Trapeze to the dismount in one swing. We saw play a huge factor in a lot of races yesterday. And things have been extended here in the 13U division. See, they got to go up to a bar now. Tick-tock up and over. Climb on up for that cannonball to finish. Legs getting tangled a little bit on the net. As long as we can reach out in one swing coming off that tick-tock, that'll save them some time. Well, nice runs from Camille Turba and Avery Tan to get things going. Aiden Lease and Liam Lyman-Good. All your next two athletes up. Aiden coming out Ultimate Ninjas of Libertyville. Almost 9 years worth of experience for this young man. Likes playing soccer outside of Ninja. He is on the way. Liam, he's got 6 years, also coming out of Ultimate Ninjas Naperville. Saw a handful of those athletes yesterday. Woo, making quick work. Aiden on his side. Finding a good rhythm. That shaky ladder, though, is always going to be tricky throughout the day. And the turnaround Lachey, having that momentum be able to build up quickly. What do they got to hang from up top, DeGanji? What structure is that? That looks new.
Yeah, those are just some bars that are upside down. Some shower bars just jutting off there.
Gotcha. Little handles I got to work with.
Yep. Handles overhead. Liam right now onto the Lachey.
That was a great run from Aiden. I would imagine a lot of these athletes tuned in yesterday to see what they have to be prepared for. Some athletes having to run up to 10 races.
Yeah, man. I mean, once you get that deep into it, you're absolutely exhausted. Liam onto the cargo net climb here.
Nice job, Aiden and Liam. Athletes still working with that 1:30 time limit.
Minute and 30 throughout the entire weekend.
All right, Briggs and James up now. Briggs, Yee, and James, free tag. James coming out of big times. He's got 4 years of experience.
Yeah, James and Briggs, both elite team athletes here at the gym.
Hey. Always fun having your teammate out there, either in support or on the course run alongside you. Briggs gonna have to take a reset. That first ring's a little further out. Woo, gets the single swing on the trapeze. That's gonna catch him up some. Pull ahead slightly in these offset rings. Gets a good transition through. Saw a quick switch grip of the hands to make sure he was going to get through that ladder without peeling out by accident. Sometimes you get too stretched out and it makes it a little tougher to transition through quickly. James now getting through those offset rings. Briggs climbing up for that cannonball, all arms on the cargo net. Sub-minute time.
Nicely done, Briggs.
James trying to get that momentum built up for that swing to the ring. Hold on! Not quite in reach. Nice job on to the cargo net. And so for the seeding round as well, DeGangi, for the rules, is it the furthest, the fastest, same as it would be for the races when it comes down to ranking them for the bracket breakdown?
All right, up next we've got Max Lyons, Colton Davis.
DeGangi, you hear my question about the seeding rules?
Sorry, I went out to adjust the camera. Let me go ahead and ask it again.
Yeah, it was how are they being broken down into the tournament? Is it for their races here, is it number of obstacles completed, or is it just furthest to fastest?
Yeah, so the seed round. Yeah, the seed round's a little bit different than the tournament bracket. In the seeding round, it's points based, so if you take a fall, you can still earn points throughout the rest of the course. And so it is points based and then time. In the tournament bracket, it is furthest to fastest. That is it. If you take a fall, the other athlete just has to pass the point where you took that fall.
Gotcha. So it's going to benefit these athletes. Ooh, got a Lachey tech over from Colton on the ring transitions. Max Lyon in the red shirt, Colton in the blue shirt. Getting those side-to-side swings locked in. On now for the shaky ladder. We'll see a lot of swing technique on display throughout the day. It's going to be very vital.
Sorry, folks, we lost that camera. Excuse me.
I see we changed the angle for this overhead shot as well today.
Yeah,
nice
well,
job, Max and Colton.
Cannonball's going to get a little higher, so
you don't want to risk. You don't want to risk the gear. I get it.
We had to get another angle on it.
All right, Max Ottlinger and Garrett Larson. Oh, your next two athletes up.
You want it? Okay, thanks, guys.
Max coming out Ultimate Ninjas at Libertyville. And Garrett rocking the big time shirt. Ooh, a little lean forward. Good balance save off of those rails there. Back some good hand-to-hand over through those offset rings. Those were spaced out a decent amount from yesterday. A little off on the grab for the zip line. Does he have the momentum? Yes, he does. Saw a few athletes get stuck out on the middle of that track yesterday based on how they timed their release off of the ladder. Garrett trying to get through that shaky ladder over there as Max climbs the cargo net. Finish it up. Oh man, Garrett going for the cast back. Ah, yeah, it's just a little short on the grab. You can see him shaking the hands. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe a little flapper in development. First one done. Dominic and Leo Manrique are standing by. Walker coming out of Ultimate Ninja's Oak Creek. 8 years of experience. Leo also coming out of Ultimate Ninjas. Starting to see more and more of these gyms have their customized team shirts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know where the kids are representing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and here comes Leo on the backside. Keeping it close.
Yeah, Walker kept that side-to-side swing tech.
It's going to come down to who can be efficient here.
Woo. Oh, no. Not able to get all the way up to the rails. That'll give Leo an opportunity to get a few points here. Nice job, Walker, able to finish things out, taking the back flop on that pit pillow. And Leo finishing out as well. Rocking those Series 1 shoes. Up now is going to be Andrew Lindsay and Logan Kosher. Andrew coming out of Ultimate Ninjas. Logan rocking the new big time swag. Are those team specific shirts there, DeGanji, or are those available for purchase?
Those are team specific shirts. Only our Elite Team kids are rocking the jerseys.
No, say it ain't so.
Yep.
No.
Unfortunately, you got to earn it.
All right. Well, he's going to put on the display of why he's rocking that shirt.
Yeah, those kids train hard. They got to try out for the team. They're in the gym constantly. Bunch of gym rats.
Well, understandable. Logan looking for the dismount. One hand swing. Good job. Timing out the handholds on the ladder. Logan trying to catch up. Andrew making the lache on now to the ring.
Yeah, Logan's hung up on the around the corner.
Nice work, Andrew. Finish things out. To the cargo climb we go. Right around a minute. Logan's going to have about 20 seconds to get through as much more as he can. And just a little shy of the ring grab. Might be able to get through the TikTok within the time limit, but it's going to be close. Not going to get much further than that. Nice try. Still finish things out to feel it out. Nice work. You're in for a long day. Get warmed up. That first one's going to be the first of many.
Yeah, the seeding run puts them into the bracket. And then they'll have a double elimination bracket, so minimum of 3 runs.
All right, Evan Moy and Frankie Harford taking on the courses now. Watch those tiles stepping through. Good swing tech. Looks like Evan's got a little more wingspan he's able to work with. Frankie catching up some. Timing on that ladder. Whoever's got the best tech to jump far out. Ooh, that was quick on Evan's side.
With a nice hip pop. He kips his hip and goes right up to the shower bar.
Keep on going. Oh, he's reaching a little too soon. But a great run from Evan. Frankie looking to finish up. He's got a few seconds to go. And to the top of that cargo net. You can see as they lean back, forces those feet forward. You lose traction, you lose pressure. It makes it tough to climb up in a quick manner. Be careful out there, DeGanji. Don't fall.
Josh Folsom up next against Grayson Kramer.
Josh swinging in. Grayson looking for those rings. There we go. Josh, the younger brother of Sam Folsom.
Yeah, all 3 Folsom boys are out here for this one. We got Sam and Phil coming up in the top flight wave. We got Josh here in the 13U. And we got Isabella Folsom. I forgot now, we got another Folsom to
there you go.
talk about.
The whole family. Grayson making it through the zip line now, but not quite able to grab the ring from the Lachey. Still going to fight for the finish. Up we go and closes it out. All right, heading over to the girls division, Emery Clausen and Eliza Epstein. The first up for the women. Emery trains out of the barn. That's the gym the Folsoms, Tyler Smith and crew have all been training out of. Eliza in the blue lane. The crowd getting hyped up already, man. This is just the seeding round. Big swings here on the ladder. Tough thing to get through quickly with as long as those straps are. Good turnaround on the Lachey, but that's going to set her swing off axis a little bit. Figures it out. Emery on now for the cargo net as Eliza's looking for those bars overhead. Trying to find the dismount for the TikTok. Keep those feet moving. And there it is. Nice work. Natalie Gray and Everett Young standing by for the seeding round. Natalie coming out of Ultimate Ninjas in St. Louis, 3 years of experience. Everett almost has 8 years of experience and repping the big time. Here we go, jump back for Natalie, a push off of the start platform from Everett. See some variations in technique along the way. Backswing required from both athletes to get through that trapeze dismount.
Everett smooth on those grabs to the rings, just no backswings required.
Natalie sticking with it.
Yeah, it's close. Natalie gonna have to be a little more aggressive.
Quick move off of the Lachey bar up into the rails overhead. Looking for a potential sub 1 minute time to get things going in the seed round. Nice job, Everett. As Natalie looking to close it out as well. Big high kick. That is a great way to get up the cargo net. Placing your feet high as you can and then just following through. No need to worry about climbing it like a ladder at that point. Millie Eves and Nora Ditmars are ready to go. Millie also repping the barn, 3 years of experience. Also enjoys gardening outside of the sport of ninja. Don't put me in a garden, man. That whole thing would just die in a matter of days. I can't even keep the houseplants alive when my roommate's gone for a week. Millie taking some quick moves here around the rings. Nora finding her pace and finding her rhythm as well. Through that zip line, big kick and turn. That's going to be the huge time saver on that obstacle. Really short work of the overhead rails. Millie looking for potentially a sub 50-second time. Carbonet going to hang her up a little bit, but 47 seconds, pretty quick through the speed round, or seed round, excuse me. They're all speed rounds. Nora looking to try to finish up here. And finishes it out. We're going to have to remember for that angle, the names are going to be flip-flopped.
Oh, yeah.
Next two up.
So the final race of the seeding round.
Nope. All right, they're off. Final race. Final two athletes. Hannah Malik coming out of Ultimate Ninjas and Parker Boderick. Trying to get through. Oh, yeah, that around the corner. have to have continuous motion in order to have the momentum to get up to that ring. Hannah making some short work on the swinging ladder. This is her first year competing in FINA. She's got 4 years of experience, though. Good to try out these new kind of competitions to test your skill set in the world of Ninja. Parker trying to get through that Lachey line. Hannah going forward just over a minute to finish things up on her seed round. Nice work. Good dismount there from Parker. Ooh, a little out of reach onto the TikTok. She'll have to swing and jump. Almost gets it. Making sure you land just right on that TikTok. It's going to be pretty instrumental. Get to that ring quickly without having to take any extra swings. Any course adjustments outside of the seeding rounds, or are we going straight into it once the bracket's filled out? Well, I imagine they'll take a little time to figure out the bracket. We see Jumpin' Joe over there taking a
I will
breather.
be right back, folks. I got to talk to the course designers, see if we do any changes. Joe and I are leading this competition, so be right back, everybody. All right. Just going over some changes. No, I don't think any changes really between the seed round and the bracket rounds. Everything looks pretty good. All right, so athletes getting ready. So let's go back down to the floor where the boys division about to be underway.
We're leading it off. Garrett Larson, Liam Lyman Good. Here we go. Garrett repping big time. Plays the drums, both his school band and for fun. Echoes of a young Brett Sims, perhaps. I know he's a drummer as well. A handful of athletes in the community that have got that musical ear.
All right, Garrett Larson, Liam Lyman Good up now. Garrett in the red lane, Liam in the blue lane. Here we go.
And we're off. Big kick off of the platform in order to get that far ring. Not many ways to really skip that one. Keep the footing secure on those rails running across. Quick little peek over from Liam.
Yeah, and I think we had a swan lane fall there. And then a Joe lane fall, but I think Liam takes it.
Is it off the dismount from the first obstacle?
I believe so, or a touchdown on the balance. A little hard to tell.
Yeah, the early obstacles are some of the ones that have been catching most people off guard from yesterday. Something about these side-by-side racing. Sometimes getting the athlete's head. Liam just a little shy on the move over. But he knows he's already got it. So maybe get some practice in for the other runs you'll be doing. Conserve that energy. Remember the rule set's now down to the furthest to fastest. So first one done. Reminds me a little bit of the old Wolfpack Ninja Tour. Those had a lot of side-by-side races and you have the comeback bracket and some exciting rounds there as well.
Here we go. Next athletes. Grayson and... Sorry, folks. Let me get this pulled up. Grayson and Logan.
All right. Ooh, good job right there on the edge. Both big-time athletes. Do we have the swing around? Hand is barely holding on there from Grayson. Logan leaning into the roundabout. He's going to have to kick off the pillar. That'll get him to the ring, but he's going to have to build that momentum up from a standstill. That's going to give Grayson some breathing room here on the rest of the course. Again, anything can happen. We hold on tight, Grayson. Get on up to those overhead rails. If the athletes can have that momentum built up enough from that red bar, swing into the ring with enough momentum, should carry them straight up to those rails overhead. Quick moves through the TikTok's going to give Grayson the win here for his first race. Oh, getting tangled up on the way down, but we're okay. And Logan fighting through for the finish here. Not quite able to get the dismount. Take some swings on that TikTok to get that ring in reach. And just going to finish things out for good measure. There we go. Nice job, Logan. All smiles coming off the course. Good attitude to have. This one has to be a lot of experience for these athletes because the top prize is just the first place finisher straight to the side-by-side racing championship for FINA.
Yeah, this one's tough. Got to take that top spot in order to move on to the FINA World Bracket of Champions.
Man, it is coming down outside there, dude.
Oh yeah, we got some beautiful snow outside.
That's just another day up there.
Just a normal Chicago day, dude.
Boy, we'd be shut down. We'd be boarded up. Shelves would be empty. All right, who we got? Who we got out here? Andrew on the red lane from Big Time. Leo from Big Time. Teammates going head-to-head. Ooh, get the swing first one done for Andrew. That's going to be huge. That skip saves a huge amount of time and a little grip strength. Oh, no! But he falls as he's going for the big jump off of the block to the ladder. So if Leo can get through the ladder, that will be a point for him ahead of Andrew. Oh, heartbreak.
Yeah, Leo's going to take it there.
Well, I'm sure Andrew's going to learn from that one. Going to have some battles in the comeback bracket. Leo going to keep on fighting through for the rest of this course. Eat through what you can, but conserve what you can as well. Nice job. Just a little over a minute. Full clear from Leo. All right, Briggs G and Avery Tan standing by. Athletes ready and raring to go. And here we go. A little bit of a lean into it. Hesitation some, but we both get it in one. Briggs just had to eye it up a little bit more than Avery. But they both dismount down just at the same time and are in sync on the swinging ladder. Ooh, Briggs needs another handhold. Avery going to pull ahead slightly.
It's pretty close.
Oh, this is a great race here. Oh, it's going to come down to the transition onto the TikTok. Briggs pulls back ahead. Avery trying to catch back up. Goes to the overhead cam. Who's going to be? Oh, man, Briggs takes it. Fist bump on the cargo net. What a race. Both sub 50-second times. I think that might be a look at potentially a race down the line.
Yeah, that was a really good race. Fun to watch, for sure.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes out, man, whenever they start to really dial in their technique, figuring out what holds to jump to, how to pre-position their bodies just right. Max Ottlinger in the red lane, and Walker Dominic over on the far side in the blue lane. Two more Ultimate Ninja athletes going head-to-head. Oh, no! Walker short changes it a little bit. Looks like he took a hard landing. Hopefully he's okay. One foot was on top of the block. The trail leg came down kind of hard. I think they're checking him right now as Max finishing up his race. Couple handholds overhead, no problem for him as we reach up looking for that cannonball. And Max finishes it out. I see an old vintage Swan shirt out there. Max Lyons rocking the Swan shirt.
Yeah, he's trying to get favor from the judge out there.
Oh, crafty individual. Max also out of the big time gym, home gym here. 6 years of experience. Frankie on the blue side. Max likes playing a little bit of Fortnite outside of the world of Ninja. I wonder if we'll see any Fortnite dances out there.
Any emotes?
Yeah, he posts
Popping off.
Celebration. winner chicken dinner celebrations.
Max is on the radar to be an NSC intern one day. He's like, he does some of the tech work for his school's production. He's on the sound design team this year, which he's a 7th grader, which is only awarded to 8th graders.
Whoa!
So shout out Mr. Max Lyons working that tech stuff.
Man,
Might have to.
Cool start to a potential career path.
Yeah.
What was I doing in 7th grade? I was in like woodworking class. I was making like birdhouses and key holders.
All right, here we go. Max Lyons, Frankie Harford, Max in the red lane, Frankie in the blue.
Nice swing through here. Going to get it in one. Yes, we can. Nice job, Max. Frankie needs a backswing to be sure about it. Good momentum on the roundabout, though. Is going to catch him up slightly. Off axis swings. Max gets the dismount first. Those monkey bar modes here on the swinging ladder is going to alter their swing slightly. Quick climb up of the truss. The turnaround is going to work out for him, but the swing up to that bar overhead. Going to need a little bit more momentum. Frankie trying to catch back up to him. Max onto that final climb. Clutches it just under 50 seconds. Great run from Max. Frankie not too far behind. It's going to finish things out just around a minute. Max sticking around. Fist bumps. Nice job. Camille Turba and James Freetog getting ready to go.
Fun fact about Camille, he taught me how to wrist bump. First time I ever saw that one. Yeah, it's like a fist bump, but it's a wrist bump.
Okay.
I'll teach you, Strat. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll teach it to you. You don't get it. It's fine.
It's all right. I'm
Camille,
not hitting with the new handshakes today.
You know what? When you see Camille here at the NSC in March, we'll make sure Camille shows you that wrist bump.
Educate me.
Yeah.
Copy that. Well, he's making quick work of his side of things. James trying to catch up on the offset swings. Neil making smooth moves. Big upswing here. One reach out for the ring and bars overhead.
James is hung up on around the corner, unfortunately.
Ooh, Camille.
James.
43 seconds. Nice job.
A great job from James. He stuck with it, figured it out, did not take the fall. James is really working on it here.
Great job.
Shout out Camille. Standing there cheering him on.
James showing a lot of heart, sticking with it. Sometimes it can be disheartening once you know you're out of the race, but you still, once that experience almost gets the ring, and the grip has to be taxed a bit.
Yeah, doing a good job on a lot of these later obstacles. If he just hadn't have got hung up there on the around the corner. Unfortunate.
Great race, gentlemen. Great race.
Evan and Josh going to be up next.
Evan Moy and Josh Folsom. Here we go. Big time and the barn going back and forth. Quick dismounts. Who's got the power here for the offset rings? Wingspan for Evan. Josh has the technique to get through a little quicker. Ooh, 2 rungs is all Evan needs. That's going to catch him back up a little bit, but the swing tech here is going to be pretty vital to get up. And, oh, Josh Folsom slightly off axis on the move up to the ring. So, Evan.
Yeah, Evan's going to take that one.
On. You know, you got to go for it. But that being the first race, that means he'll have a lot of races ahead in that comeback bracket. Steadying things out there for the next few athletes. Looks like we're on standby, ready to go. Who do we got? Oh, gotta take a reset from the start block. Jumping out to it.
This is Liam and Colton here.
Colton kicking through. Going with the match tech on the ladder. Colton getting on to the ring and overhead bars. Good pull power. Colton put on a really fast time. Finishes up. Great race from Colton. Liam on the off-axis rings now. Got hung up a bit at the start, taking a tumble there. Gonna keep on fighting through. The timing, you can see how easy it is to lose that momentum based on when you try to reach out for the ring. Not letting it slow him down, though. Going to try to get that swing built back up. Hold on tight. Not quite there. Up we go to finish it out. Come on, Liam. Stick with it. Well, nice job, good sir.
right, going to be Aiden Lease in the red lane, Grayson Kramer in the blue lane.
Aiden Lease says in his bio he's a bit of a traveler. He's moved, oh man, houses 6 times since he was born. He's been in 4 different states. So he is a traveling man. A lot of experience in Ninja, almost 9 years worth. Racing. Grayson ready for some racing. Here we go. Getting that backswing and dismount.
And Grayson took a fall there. Fortunate.
Bummer. That's going to give Aiden a lot of breathing room and a chance to try some moves out here in these later obstacles. Got a really fast seed round, and man, coming up on sub 40-second time for him. Wrong run from Aiden. Grayson looking to finish out here on the TikTok. Up we go. Keep on fighting for it. And there it is. Nice work.
Walker, Dominic, and Logan Coker up next. So we go to the comeback bracket. Walker will be in the red lane, Logan in the blue lane. Good thing. Good to see that Walker's ankle's feeling all right.
Yeah, he had that short change dismount, trying to go for the trapeze. Dismount just came up a little shy, so glad to see him back out there. And here we go. Logan needing a backswing on the rings. It was pretty far. Not going to get the dismount. So that will let Walker move on.
I think both of them took falls there. I'm not sure what happens.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's... I'll let y'all figure that one out. It's tough. Walker looking for a skip, a huge skip there, potentially. And looks like he is going to just take a rest there, knowing he's got the win potentially. Going to favor that ankle some. As Logan trying to get to that ring now. Just out of reach. Heading up for the TikTok over to the cargo climb. Overhead angle. Nice job.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think we had falls on both sides early on. So not exactly sure what that does for the bracket, but it looks like Walker does move on there. We got Josh and Garrett up next.
And they're on the move. Heading through. Garrett taking a backswing. Josh going to pull ahead a little bit. Garrett getting the momentum built back up for those sideways moves needed on those offset rings. Going to give Josh a little bit more time to get ahead. This is where he had to hang up in his run earlier, but he gets the ring this time. That's going to put him into a good position. A great upswing into the climb up on the cargo net. Just over 40 seconds to finish things out for Josh. Garrett not quite able to get through those sideways swings. But still fighting on. Ooh, trying to time the pull here. Getting the back swing, trying to time it just right. Hold it. Ooh. Ooh, took a bump there from the top rope. Bounces back up.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He does taekwondo. He's probably used to slamming the mat. Yeah, he's probably used to slamming the mat every once in a while.
Great race. Good try, brother.
All right, looks like we're going to the girls bracket now. Millie Eves.
All right, Millie. Yeah, let's go. Millie coming out of the barn. Parker coming out of... Can't tell what t-shirt that is. That the Ultimate Ninjas Elite Team shirt.
Yeah, looks like we got the red Ultimate Ninjas Elite shirt from Parker. Millie coming around the corner.
Yeah, great one swing. All she needs on that trapeze dismount. Gonna be where we can save a lot of time. Ladder is extended from the jumping point from yesterday. We saw some athletes able to just jump to the tail end of it. Now the technique's been altered. Increased in difficulty here. Millie making quick work of the overhead bars. Parker trying to catch up now on the ladder. But the climb up going to secure the first round for Millie Eves. Nice work. Parker looking for the turnaround. Good switch grip grab onto the ring. Reaching up, good strength there. Needs a little bit more swing, doesn't want to reach for it too soon. Good job. And fishing it out just under that time limit. Next two athletes standing by. Natalie Gray in the red lane. Hannah Malik on the blue side. Hannah going to pull ahead a little bit. Natalie needing a few extra swings on the rings to start things off.
Yeah, Natalie catching up here.
Swing tech going to be tested.
Natalie pulling ahead here.
Oh, boy. Is able to dial in those offset rings a little easier. Shaky ladder, slowing up Hannah some. Well, she's not out of it. Onto that red bar and nipping at the heels. Natalie climbing up, looking for the dismount. Needs to get that backswing lined up just right. There we go. Into the TikTok. Hands on the ring for the climb up for the cargo net. Good high climb up, and that's going to do it. Natalie able to catch up from behind. And Hannah, still a great run. I think once she dials in those offset swings, that'll help her out in the comeback round. Nora Dittmar is in the red lane. Emery Clausen on the blue side.
Oh, sorry, folks. That's a mistake. Couldn't see the faces. It's actually Emery in the red lane, Nora in the blue lane. Sorry about that. That's on me. Here we go. Emery off to a quick start.
Ooh, getting that swing figured out. Use that ring to help if need be. Some athletes line up the swing for the dismount early. Better safe than sorry. Gets that kick up. Ooh, man, still right behind her, trying to get through to it. And Emery going to close it out just under a minute. Nora, a nice swing into it, but loses the momentum some. But able to climb up and finish things out just over a minute as well. Nice race. The nerves will be a little higher now that the seeding round's over. Actually racing somebody else right beside you. Eliza Epstein in the red lane, Everett Young on the blue side. And we're off. Everett pulling ahead right out the gate. Eliza taking a backswing as well. Still pretty close here. It's going to come down to the technique on the offset rings. Everett going to pull ahead a little bit on the ladder. Going to take a look over, see where her competitor's at.
I think Eliza maybe just got off to a slow start off the starting platform. Maybe didn't hear the judge right away. Took her a second to make that jump.
Coming down to it, every little bit counts in these races. Sub 50 second time for Everett. Nice job on the first round. Eliza wasn't too far behind, like you said, just maybe missed the cue to go right out the gate. That's okay. We still got the comeback bracket to go. Never say never, man. We saw in the last NSC what happens whenever you think you're almost out of it. It was put on display from...
There was no reason Kai Beckstrom. No reason Kai Beckstrom should have won that competition. Absolute insanity.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I can't remember if I was talking to him or somebody else, that he actually called his dad and was like, well, that's it. I'm out of it. And his dad actually, gave him some encouragement, some motivation that, hey, man, keep your head in it. Just keep doing what you need to do. You probably need to win speed and burnout, but, stay in it, man. And words of encouragement, sure enough, kept him in the game, and he kept his head in it, so never out of it. And we saw athletes yesterday that were, in the comeback bracket from round one that just worked their way all the way back up into the finals, and Brandon Wazowski last night ended up winning it. So
yeah, he was exhausted. Dude.
Yeah,
both of those athletes are just oh, we got another one we got to do.
Yeah, man. So important in sports, man. The unlikely can happen. Here we go.
Yeah, building perseverance in these athletes for sure.
And we got Andrew Lindsay and Liam Lyman good here.
All right.
Liam is in the Joe lane, in the blue lane.
Offset rings here. Side to side swing. What's it going to be? Trying to get that swing lined up off axis a little bit. It's very important to lead with the hand that you want to have getting your body facing the dismount. That's what caused Andrew to have a couple extra swings. Liam's going to try to catch him on the ladder. Andrew's got to stay clean through these obstacles, even though he's in the lead. Don't want to make a mistake. Good high swing, almost too high, getting twisted around a little bit. And it closes it out right at a minute. So that's going to be it for Liam. Double elimination. Hard-fought battle out there for him. Not giving up, going to still finish out the run. Nice job.
Grayson Kramer is going to be in the red lane, Frankie in the blue lane.
All right, let's see what we got. Come back round 2. Where can we save some time? This start is kind of tough, man. You can't really link this, beeline it, unless you have a lot of power coming out of the gate. You see some athletes leaning back into it, trying to run off of the platform. Not really able to get through without any backswings from those two. Smart move on both athletes to keep that momentum going through on the side-to-side moves here.
It's move for move right now.
Little look over the shoulder. Oh, no, Grayson just misses a little bit. Frankie pulling ahead on the ladder. Come on, Grayson. Trying to get those hands just right. Frankie staying smooth with it up there. Oh, I don't know if that dropped.
Yeah.
Because of that, he's going to go ahead and just take the win in the route and save some energy. Oof. Grayson leaving it all out on the floor. Little handshake to close things out for that comeback bracket.
Here we go, Walker and Avery Tan. Walker will be in the red lane, Avery in the blue lane. Good to see that Walker's ankle's holding up. He took a hard fall early in that first round.
Yeah, that was a bit of a scary moment there for him. I'm sure a little bit of a tweak. But fighting through it. Avery going to be pushing hard here. He had a fast race at the start. Both athletes taking that big skip on the trapeze. Walker ignoring that pain in the ankle. Avery getting the side moves knocked out first on those rings. Oh no! Walker tried making a quick move on the ladder. Peels out in the process.
Yeah, and so Avery's going to call it there, conserve energy for the next race.
He's walking over to check on his racing buddy there.
Yeah, with a lot of races to go throughout the weekend. Smart from Avery. He's got the win. Just save the hands. Line it up. Do it later. Josh Folsom, James Freitag. Final matchup here in the comeback bracket, and then we'll bump back up into the winner's bracket.
right, Josh and James. What's it gonna be? Backswing for James. Josh with the strong push off of the block. Gonna put him ahead a little bit. Get across those balance rails. One swing on the trapeze for Mr. Folsom. James going around that corner. The round the corner is what got him hung up a little bit earlier. Josh now pushing through the zip line overhead. Big upswing, gets that Lachey, no problem on the ring again. Dropping down and a quick move off of the TikTok, plenty of power. Ooh, but misses a handhold on the cargo, gonna have to drop back. Sure, he'll put that in the memory banks for next time. Good run from Josh, gonna be moving on. James gonna try to finish things out.
Yeah, and James again just had a little trouble with that around the corner. It's been giving him trouble all day.
That's a weird one, man. It's like you got to have a lot of power and timing, and just short on that trapeze or the Lachey over. A lot of swinging motions out here. They've got to be really locked in on. That's going to do it for James.
All right, and up to the winner's bracket we go. This looks like Max Ottlinger and Briggs Yee. Briggs in the red lane. Max in the blue.
All right, both had pretty quick rounds in the past.
Yeah, this is going to be a good race. Good time set by both athletes early on.
Let's see what the play is going to be. Ooh, Briggs. Oh, no. Foot dab. Was it a foot dab?
It was. We got the call out Swan Lane fall, and so Max is going to win this one.
Wow. You know, that is the risk that you have to take on that trapeze move. So you can't fault him for trying to make a quick move there, and he's going to keep pushing hard through the rest of the course, and another sub 40-second time for him. So Briggs going to have to drop down to the comeback rounds. As Max pulling up and in, sub 50-second time, we'll be moving on. So potentially we're going to see a run back from Avery and Briggs battling it out in the comeback brackets.
Oh, two good friends going against each other on this one.
Uh-oh. The old story, old as time itself. Ken and Ryu. Goku versus Vegeta.
Oh, man. Christy Ganji versus Ethan Swanson. Man, this is going to be a good one. Don't blink.
All right, Camille and Evan. The floor is yours, my friends. Here we go. Both pushing off the platform, needing that backswing a little bit to get that swing built up for the ring dismount. No problem on the rails. One swing is all we need on the trapeze. Camille going to pull ahead a little bit more. Evan going to use that wingspan to try to figure out the side-to-side moves needed on the dismounts. Catching back up onto the ladders now, both in tune with each other. Grabbing onto the zip lines at the same time. Camille going to try to pull up and use his power a little bit more. Backswing required. Evan going to pull ahead slightly, but it's going to come down to the big swing. One-arm swing dismount from Camille. Let's get him onto the TikTok first. Evan going to try to catch back up. Going to come down to the climb up onto that cargo net. And Evan not able to catch Camille.
What a race! What a race! Keep your eye on that matchup. Holy cow.
You called it on that one, DeGanji. My goodness.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be a good one. Woo, boy. Neck and neck. Lead changes. Fun stuff.
Well, Camille had a huge skip. He just went straight up to the rail with one arm, pulling back, and then just committed to an early dismount coming off of the overhead rails after the ring. So I think that is going to be the play. That's going to be a huge skip. Not sure how many other athletes will have that kind of one-arm pull power. Leo and Colton. We are off and ready. Big backswing here. Both athletes getting through the first obstacle into the rail run. Big one swing is all he needs for Colton's. Leo taking a backswing, but he's okay to keep on moving through. Looking for those rings overhead on the side-to-side moves. Colton going to pull ahead a little bit more on the zip line. Over we go on to the Lachey for the ring. Leo jumping into frame, trying to catch him on the zip line. A quick drop down for Colton Davis. Climbing that cargo net, 36 or 37 seconds unofficial time. Quick run for Colton. Leo on the overhead rails now. Finishing things out onto the TikTok. Up we go. Good run from Colton. And Leo, nice job.
All right, after this next race, we're going back to the girls bracket. This is Max Lyons taking on Aiden Lease.
Ooh, single swing dismounts. There you go. That's what you need. Aiden finding his path through those side-to-side swings already. Max trying to catch a bit. Lost one of our feeds. That's okay. We're going to head right back into action. It's Aiden making big moves here. Max trying to catch him. But Aiden looking like he's going to lock it in. 35 seconds. An incredible time from Aiden. Max fighting hard for this. Trying to finish up quickly as well. 44 seconds or so for him. Great job, gentlemen. And here we go. Swinging into action. Back on to the women's division.
This is Parker and Hannah.
There we go on the roundabouts right now, trying to get the side-to-side swing figured out. On those imposter holds, and it looks like Parker going to take the fall coming off of the around the corner. So that's going to let Hannah move on. We'll keep on working through the rest of the course. Even though she's got it in the bag, she might not be aware of it. Good reach to the end of that rail overhead. And swinging in for the climb up is going to finish up her run. Nice job, Hannah. Nice job, Parker.
All right, Eliza Epstein and Nora Ditmar's up next.
Eliza in the red, Nora in the blue. Standing by, we're ready to go in just a bit. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us in the live stream. If you're tuning in from wherever you're at, always appreciate the support. And shout out to everybody that's in the building watching right now who might be tuning in later. So I'm going to take a step down off the platform for a second. Athlete's going to be getting iced here for some reason or another. A little shoulder shrug out there from North. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, what's going on? Well, I was staying warm out there, doing some jumping jacks. trying to stay in the zone. No, we'll practice some jump rope skills out there while we wait. Gotta do something. Gotta do something to keep that nervous energy from taking over. All right, looks like things were squared away out there on the floor. Athletes back on the start platforms are ready to go. Eliza Epstein on the red side, Nora Ditmar is on the far side. And they're off. Getting the swings locked in, no problem on the first obstacle. Balance going to be tested quickly. Right after that, no problem here for Eliza. Going to take some back swings. Both sides back swings needed. Side-to-side swings here. They're catching up to each other. Time that dismount. Both getting close. Nora needing a backswing to be sure about it. Ladder swing tech locked in. Eliza going to move ahead a little bit ahead of Nora, but she's not too far behind. Is going to come down to the swing. Keep those hands secure on each move. Going for a little bit of a lock-off swing tech to get up to the rails overhead. Eliza able to keep ahead just of Nora a little bit, but coming in hot. Oh, man, jumping into frame was just behind her by a few seconds. Nice battle between those two. So Eliza will be able to move on. Standing by for our next few athletes here in just a bit. Oh, just kidding. We're on the move right now. Ooh, up and at it. Come on, this is going to be a tight one here. Josh and Briggs. Briggs is in the gray shirt. Josh on the far side in the red. On the shaky ladder, here we go. Briggs pulling ahead some. Josh trying to catch up. Coming down to the transitions here. Briggs going to pull ahead. Josh trying to catch him here on the climb. It's going to come down to the cargo net, and Briggs going to clutch it out. Josh just behind a little bit. Great race from those two. Angie, I'm not sure if still there. You're muted or Gange? I'm all alone. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me, brother?
I hear you now.
Trying to get this camera fixed.
I got a camera operator error. Man of many talents trying to do a lot out there while the athletes are swinging into action. Evan and Avery going at it. Avery, a big skip coming off of the sideways move. Evan trying to use that wingspan to his advantage. And a fall from Avery on the ladder. Evan has to clear this. Oh, man. And so Evan is going to move on, I believe. Avery. Oh, and Evan trying to take a skip there, knowing he has the point locked in. Wow. Drama unfolding. Great race, fist bump out there. Had to go for it. All right, Frankie Harford in the red lane. Leo Manrique on the right side. Going through those rails, no problem. Big jump out. Going to need that back swing here to secure that swing around. Off-axis rings. Make that dismount a little tricky. Swing tech on the ladder. Who's going to keep that momentum all the way through? Leo ahead slightly. Frankie just behind. It's going to come down to build up of the swing here. Frankie trying to catch him. Leo needs a little bit more momentum to get the climb up here onto the rails overhead. Ooh, down to the wire. It's going to be close here. Leo barely ahead. Frankie trying to reach for that cargo net, but Leo going to pull out at the end. Great fight out there. As we start to get into the third or fourth races for these athletes, you can see they're going to start to be feeling it a little bit. Forearm pump might start to affect some of their technique that they were able to pull out in the earlier rounds. So it's good to have a couple different approaches for these races. Max Lyons, Andrew Lindsay, going at it here. Quick jump out. Oh, Andrew went for the quick dismount. Max trusting that swing, going to take a couple of swing backs and secure that dismount instead. When you know you're in that high risk moment, sometimes you got to take those chances. Great attempt from Andrew. Max still trying to move through with the quickness. It's that dismount, and Andrew. Nice try out there. Max will be moving on.
All right, Millie Eves, Natalie Gray coming up next.
With Millie ripping the barn. Natalie coming out Ultimate Ninjas in St. Louis. She's coming out of the Central State Ninja Association's championship for the female age group, 11 to 12-year-olds. So Natalie's got that championship already locked in, going in for that quick dismount on the trapeze. Millie slightly ahead, gets the dismount down. No problem on the swinging ladder. I wonder how you can try to get some of those big backswings knocked out from that ladder route. Millie making smooth moves on the overhead. Rails into the tick-tock and climbing up 43 seconds for Millie Eves. Natalie taking some extra swings over on the overhead rails. No problem here on the TikTok. Pulling up and in, going to finish things out just at a minute. Great race and show of sportsmanship there. Next up, got Emery in the red lane, Everett in the blue lane. Emery coming out of the barn as well. And Everett repping big time. Swinging across, both athletes neck and neck right now. It's going to be close. Both getting that single swing dismount, coming around that corner over into those sideways swings. Everett getting onto the imposter first and the dismount down first as well. Everett keeping the swing going. Emery has a big swing build up here. He's going to have to commit to that zip line move to try to catch up. Everett gets the kick off the pillar, going to help out with that momentum. But the pull up here, ooh, it's going to be close. Emery needs a backswing, going to miss on her first attempt, and that's going to give Everett a little more breathing room for the climb up onto the cargo net. And going to clutch it out. So Everett Young going to be moving on. Emery was nipping at her heels. It was a close race until that ring swing up into the overhead rails. Tough fought battle out there. Emery will have to go into the comeback bracket. Everett will get to move on. Oh boy, here we go. Another fast one in the making here. And they're off. Oh, we need a big backswing over on Leo's side. That's going to give Briggs a decent amount of breathing room. Already on the side-to-side moves here and dismounting down into the ladder. Leo he's got a hard fight ahead of him to try to catch up. Briggs is just gonna could just play it cautious here. Try to make his way through. A really unfortunate start for Leo. Is gonna be rough to try to come back from. He is gonna keep on fighting through. Nice job, Briggs. Gonna wait it out for him as Leo makes his way across that zip line. Ooh, a tough peel out. He's okay, bouncing back up. Thankfully, looks like a pit pillow is properly placed.
Those pit pillows, man. Great investment.
Saving ninjas' backs and arms
Saving
for
backs.
days, man. Backs, necks, spines. Trying to think of the worst peel out I ever had. Probably off of the skills challenge in season 6, jump hang.
Oof.
It was a 16-foot trampoline jump to a cargo net, and I just ripped right off of it. But anyway, Evan on the left, Max on the right. Come back round. Their last chance here. We're down to... Ooh, gotta be able to figure that out here. Nice save. Max able to pull ahead slightly. But the swing on the ladder, Evan able to find that ring first. So Max is going to have to try to get quick here on the turnaround. Evan pulling up first into the overhead rails. Max trying to catch him here on the TikTok. It's going to come down to the climb up. Who's going to get the better pull? And hand position on the cannonball. Max pulls it out at the end.
What a race, dude.
Good golly, man. I'm standing up over here. I can't sit down and watch these races, man. I'm on my feet this whole time.
What a race, dude. Just the climb up. It all comes down to the cargo net climb.
Great job, man. Great job, you two.
That race was back and forth. Lead changes. Man, that was exciting.
All right, Max Ottlinger and Colton Davis battling it out here in the winner's bracket. Here we go. Both in line with each other right now. Trying to cross those rails. Both with a single swing dismount off the trapeze. So far, so good. Max taking some good swings through. Gets the dismount first off of the rings. Ladder momentum. Builds a big backswing. Gonna go. Oh my goodness. Gonna try to go for a quick dismount. Barely makes it onto the ledge. Colton trying to catch up now. He's got to make some big moves here onto the rings and overhead rails. Max gets the dismount. Colton trying to go for a big skip. Secures the landing. But over onto the climb up, Max clutches it out.
And Colton took that fall on the tilting ladder.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Had to do something, man. He was trying to catch up. Wow, dude. They're taking some big risks out there. We're seeing a lot of falls in this round, in this age division, just because everybody's taking risks all across the course, man. There's falls all over the place. Ooh, this is gonna be a tight race here, man. Aiden and Camille.
Yeah, this will be a good one. This is the quarterfinal.
And we're off. Big backswing from both on the rings to start things off. Looks like Aiden was able to pull ahead slightly. Both in line with each other now, though. Coming around the corner. Quick double up. I like the match tech from Aiden. That's going to give him that swing positioning. Getting him in a good spot for it. Camille going to try to catch him up on the zip line. It's going to come down to that Lachey tech. Camille had a great one-arm dismount off of the railing. Can he pull off that same move? Yes, he can. Catches him onto the TikTok with the climb up. Aiden ahead slightly. Oh, I think Aiden was just behind Camille. I couldn't tell. Who's it going to be?
So remember, the names are reversed.
Camille on the left in the white shirt.
Camille on the left, Aiden on the right. Frame by frame.
Aiden.
Both of them reach the cargo net. Hands start to come up.
I'm watching left side.
It looks like Camille does get it first. Hand gets the cannonball just a few frames before.
Dude.
Barely. Camille is going to take this one. Barely.
Impressive job, gentlemen.
So Camille is going to get that one.
What a race.
Woo, that was close. Tight race.
Yeah, it looked like Aiden even got to the cargo net first, but just an extra hand move on the climb up cost him that race. Tough, man. Tough when it comes down to such a tight moment right there at the end. All right. Natalie Gray and Eliza Epstein. Ready to battle it out into the comeback bracket. Here we go. Eliza making some moves here over those balance rails. Now both athletes taking the backswing to be safe here. Using that momentum coming off of that dismount to get that roundabout. No problem. Both mirroring each other's moves. Eliza gets the dismount first. Natalie needing a couple backswings here. Big swings now on the ladder. Might be able to get the momentum here right away. Natalie going to pull back ahead. Eliza climbing up. Swinging out. Needs a backswing. That's going to give Natalie a little breathing room. But both are going to be fighting for the climb up for the rails. Eliza able to pull through a little quicker. Dismount down. Hands on the head from one of the coaches there. Both amazed at the speed and the neck and neck race. Oh, and
Eliza's gonna get it. Eliza in the blue lane. What a race.
Natalie had a lot of great moves out there. The back and forth battle came down to the wire yet again. Awesome work. Whew. Man.
Fun stuff.
I'm gonna get
Crazy.
refill. I need to get my water refilled after this.
Crazy. Man, it's so you could just hear the audience just getting louder and louder once they're on the shower bars and they're like dismounting at the same time. It's like the energy in the gym just explodes when they hit that platform at the same time because they know it's all going to come down to the climb up.
Man.
It's so fun, man. It's so fun.
And you know, as an athlete, you're feeding off that energy too, man. You're like, what's happening? I don't know where the other person is. You're trying to focus in on your run.
Oh, here we go. Emery Clausen and Hannah up next.
All right, Emery swinging through. Hannah pushing off the start block. Single swing from both athletes. Gets the dismount. Side-to-side swing tech here. Figured out. No problem here. Hannah just a little behind. Needs a backswing off of the imposter. Oh, the swing tech's causing her to get hung up a little bit. Emery going to pull ahead. Quick up kick on the turnaround. Pulling in for the climb up here on the overhead rails. Feeling like she can get through this. Hannah having a hard fight, trying to catch up to her, but Emery not making any mistakes is going to go ahead and close that round out.
Yeah, clean run there from Emery. Just locked in, no mistakes.
Up and into it. And that's going to do it. So Hannah, nice fight out there. Some tough battles across the board. It's rough, man. Like when you're trying to go for speed and you just get off a little bit on one move, sometimes that can just spell disaster for the rest of the run. Knowing how to adjust into those moments. Almost like a brand new skill set.
We're going to line up our two races in the comeback bracket for the boys, and then it will be back to the girls. Max in the red lane, Colton in the blue lane.
Oh, man, another tight race here in the making. Big leap trapeze, both securing that landing, leaping into action here. Colton ahead slightly. Both athletes going to have to take a backswing to get onto those rings. It's going to be a test of the technique here for the dismount. Colton going ahead first. Max going to have to make some moves here on the ladder to try to catch up. This is going to be a tough one to try to salvage at this point. He is fighting for it. If Colton stays clean the rest of the way through, that is going to secure it, man.
Yeah, Colton just doing it clean. Max just a few missteps. Was not as clean as his previous run, but still a great job. Still
yeah, you saw both athletes get hung up onto that side-to-side swing tech. Colton able to dial it back in. Max, great job out there. Oh man, here we go. Aiden and Briggs battling back in. I think they're both down to their final life, if I'm not mistaken.
This is the quarterfinal in the comeback bracket.
Here we go. Gotta win to stay in it. Both getting that dismount quickly. Hand over hand, using that, the one-arm drop-down tech. Aiden gets the ring first, but the big back pull from Briggs. Briggs keeping that power strong, kicking up and into it. He's had that one-arm dismount. Let's see if he goes for it again. Nope, he's going to have to reach out for it. Aiden going to be able to pull ahead some. Briggs going to try to catch up here. It's going to come down to the climb up, a big high pull, and Aiden's going to clutch it out.
Ooh,
what a battle.
Was close, dude.
Aiden was just slightly ahead the whole way through. Right after those sideways swings off of the imposter lane. It's tough to find those areas that just shave down what you can. Like when you fall behind, you're like, oh no, what can I do at this point to try to catch back up?
Let's run it back. Emery and Eliza stepping up.
Emery and Eliza once again. Emery coming off of a second place win at the last barn comp just this past year. Got to be a MC out there for that one. That was pretty fun. Standing by, waiting for the cue to go.
Just giving the athletes a little bit of extra rest time here. It's a lot of races, man.
Yeah. Tough to recover quick.
Athletes are battling back from the comeback bracket, trying to make their way in, trying to pull a Brandon Wazowski and come back in from the comeback bracket and win the competition. Here we go. Emery and Eliza, this is going to be a fun one.
And we're off. Both pushing off the block, trying to get that swing knocked out. Swinging through, and we're going to get the dismount first. Going to take that one swing on the trapeze. That's going to give her a little more breathing room here. Eliza trying to catch up on the side-to-side swings. Emery keeping the swing tech nice and steady. Skipping some rungs when we can. Quick turnaround for the switch grip grab up onto the ring and right away into the overhead rails. Staying smooth with it, and that's going to clutch it for her as Eliza was pushing the pace to try to catch back up. And just missed the ring. Had to go for it. So some great fights out there. Good races. What's your favorite combo out there for this racing, these racing lanes here, DeGange? Which couple of obstacles do you like?
I really like to see the athletes who can hit the around the corner into the imposters. The athletes that do it well, they like one arm each of the rings and then pop their hips right up to the imposter and get out. If you can do that section clean, I mean, that is such a massive difference. And it's
I think...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're right, man. Yeah, that area right there, I think that's pretty important, too, based on which side the athlete chooses. If they're used to doing it in a certain format, you know, left, right, left, and all of a sudden they have to switch lanes and go right, left, right, that might mix them up some depending on how often they use that non-dominant side.
Yeah, exactly.
All about that body positioning. When it comes down to that swing tech, here we go. Aiden and Colton. Almost ready for it. Here we go, count them down.
Winner of this race gets on the podium. Guaranteed top 3.
There we go. Big up kick from Aiden. Both dropping down right around the same time. Big leap out, both dismounting down. Coming around that corner quickly. What's it going to be? Double up onto that swing tech. I like that match tech from Colton on the far side. Aiden still trying to fight through to catch up a little bit onto the zip line right there on the corner of that ledge. Colton swinging in. Oh, but he misses the pull up into the overhead rails. He's going to have to fight hard to catch back up there. Both neck and neck. Once again, it's going to come down there to climb up onto the trap on the cargo neck. And Colton clutches it out.
Colton with a faster climb up. Gets to the buzzer just a split second before.
Getting tongue-tied trying to call these, man.
That was close.
I thought Colton wasn't going to be able to stay in it after that miss onto the overhead rails, but just managed to get it. Jeez. Oh man, this is going to be a tough battle here. Millie Eves and Everett Young ready for their race.
Winner goes to the championship and will have an advantage in that they have not lost yet. They would have to be beaten twice. Here we go. Everett Young, Millie Eves.
I think we're going to see some shortcuts, some risks being taken here somewhere along the route. Where can they shave down some time? Pressure is on. Both athletes getting the ring swing knocked out. No problem on the balance rails. Single swing off the trapeze. No problem. Around the corner we go into the offset rings. Oh, hand over hand, facing things through. Good swings. Both getting down right around the same time. Swing tech on the ladder. Millie trying to get through. One less backswing from Everett. This is going to put her head just slightly up into that turnaround. It's going to come down to the climb up. Quick switch grip grab. Ooh, with the pull up onto the rails. Millie going to pull ahead slightly. It's going to come down to the climb up here. Who's going to get the cannonball? Ooh, oh my goodness. Millie able to catch back up. What a fight, dude.
Millie takes it. What a race. Everett in the lead early on.
Came down to the transitions off of the overhead rails after the ring grab. Millie just able to pull through a little bit quicker to secure the dismount down and get onto the TikTok first. Oh, man.
What a race.
These are some really close races here at the tail end of these brackets. Camille Turba, Max Ottlinger. What's it gonna be? Big upswing. Both getting through onto those platforms right around the same time. Quick dismount down off the trapeze. Around the corner we go into those side-to-side swings on the rings. Oh no, Camille getting a little hung up there on the corner. That's gonna give Max a lot of breathing room. He's gonna have to go for broke in order to catch up. Max gonna just have to stay clean through the rest of the route. And Camille knows it. Gotta fight for this. Max, try not to make any mistakes to finish out, not get pressure too much from the heat that Camille's trying to bring to him. Quick look over the shoulder. My goodness, Max is gonna be moving on. Oh, man. Unexpected turn of events here.
Just real hung up there.
Just goes to show, man, anything can happen in these races. You can stay consistent all the way through to a certain point, and then just one little hiccup. And the pressure of being in these later rounds, you know you got to be clean, and sometimes that can be a huge factor as well.
So now we go back over to the women's comeback bracket, and you've got Emery Clausen and Everett Young battling 2 minutes for these athletes. Battling to make it back into the championship.
I've noticed, I think that's Isabella with that sweatshirt. I wasn't born in the barn, but I was married there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool sweatshirt.
Yeah, man, that was fun.
You went to that. You were at that wedding, weren't you?
Yeah, honored to get invited out for the barn wedding, and it's fun to get the babies together. The Bergströms were there with their baby, the Gills were there with their baby, and they all had their little bear suits on. It's very fun. Very fun to see the. I wouldn't even want to say the next generation, but generations from now.
Right.
Ninjas.
Legends in the making.
Gonna be a while before they start competing against each other.
Oh, man. 4 years at a minimum.
Yeah. Old Jason, old Baby J versus Luca out here on this course. I'd love to see it.
Oh gosh,
I think
y'all gonna make a toddler's edition.
Baby J's got the advantage because he's already crawling, so Luca gonna have a hard time. Luca more a fan of the army crawl right now. Doesn't love using his knees. It's not the best beta. I've seen Baby J moving around on his knees, hands and knees, so
hey,
he's got to work on it.
Profile, dude.
He's got to work the
head
tech,
close
man.
to the ground.
He's got to work the tech.
He's keeping that low profile, keeping the stealth like a real ninja. That's where he's at right now. That gives me flashbacks to the Army, man. We just had low crawl across the drill field in our back in our ROTC program. Those were miserable drills.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
When you're literally supposed to drag your face across the ground as you go. You're not supposed to, like, be up on your elbows or anything.
Oof. All right, athletes, fist bump at the start. Heading over. Everett going over to the blue lane. Emery going to stay on the close side in the red lane.
All right, this is to stay in it. Emery and Everett want to battle it out here. All rested and recovered as much as we can. Athletes standing by.
Here we go.
We're off. What's it going to be? Where is the shortcut's going to be made? If any at all. Stay smooth, stay clean all the way through. Quick dismounts down off the trapeze. Everett moving ahead a little bit on those side-to-side moves. Gets the dismount first, going to pull ahead slightly. Emery, big swing out on the ladder. Jump out, big arms, reaches. Ooh, gonna pull ahead some. Taking out some of the swings needed, but Everett catching back up. Now the climb up here. Transitioning through, dismounting down. Everett catching up, moving ahead. Back swing from both athletes. Climbing up. Who's gonna get the cannonball first? Everett clutches it out. My goodness, another really close race. You can see the exhaustion starting to set in.
Man, what a race. And that'll send Everett back for a grudge match with Millie Eves. Everett trying to defend her title here. I believe she won this competition last year. What a race. Woo.
Man.
And I think we can get the boys lined up here. Colton Davis, Camille Turba. Colton heading over to the blue lane. Not sure what happened to Camille on the last round. Hit that around the corner and just got hung up somehow.
Yeah, he must have just had his center of gravity off. Something had him like a little too close to the pillar where he like swung into it almost on the way back around.
Here we go, Strat.
Oh, man. It's going to be a tight one here. You're going to have to be clean all the way through. No mistakes. Don't risk something here unless it needs to be. coming off the trapeze, both knocking that out, no problem. Looks like they got the roundabout, no worries there, but Colton going to be pulling ahead quickly, going with a little bit of different technique on the ladder. And Camille going to try to catch back up now. Colton keeping that swing tech in line, but Camille with the power here trying to fight for it. Oh, man, Colton knows going to have to take a backswing, but he's okay, able to figure it out. Wow, dude, sub 40-second time. This late in the game. You can see the exhaustion. Great battle. Fist bumps all around.
Man, Colton has been working his way back through the comeback bracket, battling throughout the day, and now we're down to our final two, the championship races, Millie and Evie, and then Colton and Max. It's going to be a couple minutes. We got to give Everett a little bit of time, about 3 minutes.
All right, get ready. Recover that quick if you can. We used to have, during the Army physical fitness tests, a minimum of 10 minutes between each workout that we had to do, but we only had 3 things that we had to do. 2 minutes of push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, and then a 2-mile run. That was what we had. Get as much recovery time as you can in that 10-minute period. Especially after the sit-ups before the run. That was horrible.
Yeah, I've never really done anything quite like that.
It's fun, man. That was one of my favorite things in the Army was taking those physical fitness tests. It's changed a lot now, though. They've got a whole different format that has, like, I think deadlifting.
Oh wow!
You have to do like a sled carry of like you're trying to drag somebody out of like a combat zone. It's like a combat fitness test. I think that's what they're calling it now. Or combat readiness, fitness, something like that. Yeah, it's changed quite a lot. Yeah, I haven't done one of those in forever. I don't even know where I'd stack up.
All right, as we approach the end of these 3 minutes here, remember, Millie has the advantage right now. Gonna have to lose twice. So Everett, an uphill battle, but we saw it happen late yesterday.
Well, you know these athletes going to need some rest and recovery after this. Some of them might just go lay in the snow outside once it's all said and done. Well, here we go.
All right, Strat. Millie in the red lane, Evie in the blue lane.
Woo-wee.
Their first matchup was close. Evie in the lead for most of it until the very last obstacle.
Yeah. Those overhead rails, Millie was able to pull through just a little quicker for the dismount. We'll see how it's going to play out. Everett was able to dismount off of the imposter lane, those side-to-side swings a little quicker. That gave her the edge.
Yeah, she's got that one locked down. Did the same movements against Emery in the last matchup. She has got that one locked down.
Joe the hype man.
Joe's getting it ready, laying out the situation for the audience to make sure they understand. Here we go.
Giving the athletes a little extra breathing time. You know, that heart rate's already spiked. They know what they have to do. Here we go. The floor is yours. Let's see what we got. Millie and Everett swinging through, getting off the first obstacle quickly. Both linking that trapeze move, and now the side-to-side swings here. This one always makes or breaks the run, typically. Good job. Everett getting through first, but Millie with a powerful jump is going to get to the end of the ladder first. Both swinging back through neck and neck here on the climb up in the turnaround. What's it going to be? Millie slightly ahead. Going to try to come down to the pull power here on the dismounts. Oh, it's going to come down again to the climb up. Who's it going to be? And Everett not quite able to catch Millie. What a battle from these two throughout their courses.
Such a fast time. Millie's going to take it there. Millie is your champion. Congratulations. What a run.
Man, well, definitely Everett made her work for it. What a battle. Was able to be ahead again about halfway through. But Millie just able to pull it out there. Great job, y'all. Keep it up.
And now we move over to the boys bracket.
All right, so I believe would Max have to be beaten twice here?
Yeah, Max is going to have to be beaten twice. Colton making his way back into the winner's bracket from the comeback bracket. It all comes down to this. Max has to lose twice.
Well, this will be another barn victory here, potentially. Colton's going to have his work cut out for him, though. Millie just won, repping the barn. Colton can do the same. Colton didn't know this. He's got a YouTube channel called the Pop Darts Prodigy with over 1 million subscribers.
Whew.
I think he's going to add this to the playlist potentially. Let's see what he's got in store, though. Max and Colton are at it, coming around the corner. Who's got the tech here figured out? Going with the one-arm tech, no problem there. Both getting onto the ladder around at the same time. Oh, a nice little skip from Max, getting to the ring first. Colton trying to catch back up, and I think, oh no, Max might have missed. I don't know if he cleared it or not. I couldn't tell. His name tag was in the way. Colton going to pull ahead a little bit more onto the TikTok and come down to the climb up here. Oh no, the cargo net. Max going for broke. Colton going to take the first round, but Max has that extra life. They're going to take a breather and go again.
Man, Max going for broke. Misses on the cargo net, but we're going to give them some time here. I don't know. I don't have it. Colton with a fast time, and now one more matchup to decide the winner.
You got to run it back. While we got that chance to wait a little bit, I'm going to look up old Colton's YouTube channel. Let's see what we got. kidding. 1.26 million subscribers.
Woo!
Mr. Colton.
Jeez.
It's hilarious. Subscribe. You got one more, good sir.
Yeah, I got to get on that.
I never knew. I never knew. Whole bunch of crazy these little pop dart things that you toss in little suction cup challenges.
Pop Dart?
Yeah, they're like a
Oh, I thought you said Pop Tarts.
not Pop Tarts, Pop Darts.
Dang.
That's cool. Well, if he's good with those, I wonder how those skills translate to some flop ball skills. Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Man, all right. Well, Big Time Ninja is subscribing.
Nice.
Support the ninjas.
That's right, man. We got a handful of ninjas on the YouTubes that have a lot of subscribers. I know. Let's see. Of course, Enzo got his channel. And then Asa's got a lot of subscribers as well. Asa Reynolds. Now Colton. Who else?
All right, man. Athletes heading over to the starting line. Final race of this wave about to go down. Well, it's all on the line here. Max going to stay in the red lane. Colton going to stay in the blue lane, and this is it. Both athletes looked really good on the last one. Here we go.
Pressure is on. Max had a quick move on the shaky ladder. Let's see where he can try to adjust. If at all, no problem for the swinging on through the trapeze. Putting around that corner. Max going to take a backswing. Going to be hung up a little bit. That's going to give Colton a little bit of breathing room. But Max going with that bump tech on the ladder. Going to try to catch him here. Another backswing. Colton trying to stick with it. Max not going to let him relax too much. Going to still try to apply the pressure. But Colton is going to make it through out of the comeback round to take him out, and what a hard-fought battle all day long. Excellent job, gentlemen. Congratulations to all the athletes today. First one of the day done.
Yeah, congratulations to all of our athletes here in the 13U division. We're going to get lined up for the podiums, but that's going to do it for Strat and myself. We'll be back with the young adult, amateur, and masters stream in a little bit, so stay here on the YouTube channel to watch that. But for Strat and myself, we'll be signing off and turning things over to the podium team. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We hope to see you back for the next wave.
Thanks, everybody.
Here you go. Just don't hold it too close.
All right. All right, everybody, welcome back to Big Time Ninja Warrior. We just saw some awesome races for the 32 division, but now it's time to get to our podiums with all the athletes. Please make your way over here. Athletes, coaches, you know. Let's get everybody over here. And it's time to get to our podiums right here. And we're going to start with the ladies. So top 3 for the ladies. In 3rd place, Emery, where you at, girl? Woo! Emery Clausen, everybody. Look at them medals, you guys. The medals look good on you guys. In 2nd place, can we make some noise for Everett Young, everybody? Everett Young! Woo, woo! And in 1st place, taking my spot on this podium because she earned it and I did not earn anything. All right. We got Millie! There you go. It's yours. It's your spot. There you go. And the top person, which is Millie, has earned a right to go compete in the finals later this year. I probably should know the day by now, but I don't. But we can figure that out at a different time. But congratulations to all the athletes for the 13 ladies. You guys got your pictures? I bet they look great. And now it's time for the fellas to get their medals. All right, let me just switch over to the fellas over here. Wait for it to load. All right. All right, guys. Now it's time for the men to come up here and get their podiums. In 3rd place, we got Camille Turba. Everybody make some noise for Camille. Always repping the Coca-Cola shirt. That's how you know it's Camille, everybody. He always got the Coca-Cola shirt. In 2nd place, Max, where you at, homie? Let's get Max up here. Representing the Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville Elite Team. Max, congratulations. And in the 1st place, making a comeback from the comeback bracket. Nice save, man. We got Cone Davis, everybody. Let's get him up here. Let's get him up here before I injure myself standing up there. Go ahead, fellas. Look at that. The Ninjaverse Ninja medal. Look at that. It looks great with your outfits. Look at that. Added to the collection of medals I'm sure you guys have at home somewhere. You got to be running out of space to store these things. All right, everybody. And like Cone Davis, congratulations. You earned the right to compete in the championship rounds, whenever the round of champions, whenever that is, at some point later this year. We're going to allow our athletes to have redemption time, and they don't go anywhere. We got